to Swedish Guy Flies. Yet another flight here in Europe. And last flight we were flying from Sweden down to Italy to visit or to stay at a nice villa that we had access to. And then I asked my wife, where do you want to go next? And she says, I want to go to Paris. So that's what we're doing here. It's a straight shot down there from, you see our where we are right now. And we are going up to northwest up to Orly. And it's a pretty much a straight shot here. We're going to fly over Switzerland, going to cruise IFR flight on 40,000 feet. And we're doing this as part of the A2A Accu-Sim Challenge 2026, where we're treating the aircraft as our own and do as real flight planning and execution as possible. So let's start and get ready with the aircraft. So right now I have loaded fuel. We filled up some fuel and I followed the sim brief flight plan and how much I needed as block fuel. So we have a little bit more than 300 pounds here. So we did, last flight was 5 hours. So let's go out and look at the aircraft and see how that's faring. We should put on the battery here and let's pull down the flap and let's go down outside. Here we are. Gonna navigate around here and that one sits where it should. Yeah. And we don't use any wingtip tanks this time. We have everything we need when it comes to fuel here in the current tanks, or the wing tanks rather. All right, and now we're gonna go, there we are. This one is a little bit tricky. A little bit hard to see, but it looks good. And we can see now that we have a little bit of wear here on the edges here on the airplane, and we've been using it a bit. We should be able to check the lights as well. There we are. See that everything looks okay here. Yeah, nothing weird on the prop. Check the oil. Nice and clean. Let's see how much we have when it comes to the oil. Should do the inspection of the frame, inspection of the engine. Oh, we have 9 quarts. I think that's okay. You let me know if it's not. Look at the edge of that wing. And the lights. There we go. Yeah, we should look at the gear as well. Looks good as far as I can see. And there's no real need to look in the fuel tanks there because you can't really see it. Can't see anything there. So we'll get inside. Look at the checklist, pre-flight, before engine start, perfectly briefed, seat belts, control locks removed, parking brake is set. There we are. Gear switch is down. Should put that one up. Gear switch is down. Flaps up, radius off, autopilot, avionics master off, electrical switches off. And rotating beacon on. Never really understood why its turn is on before actually do the power on here. Fuel selectors, desired tank. Start with the right main. And this time I'm going to try and actually switch between the tanks. Master switch is on. There we go. And fuel pump is on. And now we're going to observe fuel pressure. There it comes. And then fuel pump off. Primer, 1 to 5 strokes. And now we're going to close the door. And we're going to latch it. There we go. And prime this thing. Five. And the locking primer. And mags to both. And prop area clear. Clear prop. And engage starter. Look at that, starting right up. And oil pressure coming up nicely there. And lean mixture. There we go. We have started. So now we turn on the avionics. Let's load the flight plan. And there we are. We're going down to Saronno. And then up to Orly. We're going to be at above 10,000 at Saronno. And our cruising altitude is 14,000 feet. And we're using SayIntentions as usual. And if you want to try SayIntentions, there's a link in the description that you can use. So the airport we're flying from today, I called it Bergamo when we flew down here, but it's actually called Orly Airport. We're gonna depart runway 28, and we're gonna contact I think they have ATIS here, so let's listen to ATIS.
Bergamo Airport, information Tango 0820 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 2830. Wind 210 at 4. Visibility 2. Mist. Broken at 5500. Temperature 11, dew point 9er. QNH 1024. Transition level 70. Caution bird activity. Temporary tower operations may experience limited capability during peak hours. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango.
All right, information Tango. I have not loaded the weather. I should have done that. I'm using Active Sky. Here we are. We have loaded the weather. And yeah, it looks like it should, I think. And we're going to contact Clearance. Milan Bergamo Clearance. This is Piper 3 Charlie Hotel requesting IFR clearance for our flight to Orly.
3 Charlie Hotel, cleared to Orly via the Saronno 1 Zulu departure runway 28. Initial climb to 5,000, departure on 126.3, squawk 4445.
clear to Orly via the SRN1 Zulu departure runway 28, initial climb to 5,000, departure on 126.3, squawk 4445, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Switching to ground on 120.505, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Let's check here for taxi. Checklist primer is locked, avionics master is on, amp meter check, transponder set, radio on, altimeter set, heading indicator, I have set that for runway 28. Landing gear lamp green, nav lights as required, and then we check the parking brake when it's time. So let's call ground 120.505. Bergamo ground, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, ready for taxi.
Piper 823 Charlie Hotel, Oreo ground, runway 28 taxi via Yankee Bravo, Bravo Alpha.
Runway 28, taxi via Yankee Bravo, Bravo Alpha, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. So if we look at the map here, we need to cross the runway. And then we're going to go Bravo and Alpha. He wants us to go out on the runway. No, I won't do that. I'm going to cross the runway. And then go T. All right, yeah, I think he might not really understand where we are. Okay, and let's go taxi. Taxi light on. Bergamo ground, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, requesting permission to cross runway 28.
3 Charlie Hotel, cross runway 28.
Crossing runway 28, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Here we are. Let's look at the checklist. We have completed the run-up before takeoff. Controls free and correct. Yes. Elevator trim is neutral. Yeah, let's check that. Like so. Fuel quantity check. Desired tank set. Throttle 2000 RPM. I'm sorry, that was the run-up before takeoff. Elevator trim, rudder trim, door latched, set as desired. Flaps, fuel selector, desired tank, yes. Fuel pump, let's turn that on. Turn it off at 1000. Mixture full rich. Prop full forward. Carb heat is off. Engine gauges all good. Pitot heat, yeah, let's turn that on. Strobes on. And landing lights as required. Okay, let's call for clearance. Switch into tower 125875, like so. Bergamo Tower, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel, ready for departure.
Piper 823 Charlie Hotel, Oreo Tower, runway 28, winds 210 at 4, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 28, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Here we go. Initial climb was 5,000. And there we go. And rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Traffic around somewhere. I think that was on the ground. 1,000 feet, fuel pump off.
Contact departure on 126.3.
Switching to departure 126.3. Look at that fog. Amazing. Bergamo departure, Piper Charlie Hotel. Oops. Turning here to our course. Turn on the autopilot. Can do a self-start or a self-check. Bergamo departure, Piper Charlie Hotel.
Piper 823 Charlie Hotel, Milan radar, identified. Climb via the seat to flight level 190. Turn right, heading 260, then direct D264 mic when able.
That's a lot at one time. Climb via seat flight level 190, turn right heading 260, Piper Charlie Hotel.
Charlie Hotel, contact Milan radar on 125.275.
Switching to Milan radar 125.275. Okay, stressful here now. Alright, we're a little bit off course, but we're doing the 260 that is told us. Alright.
Heading 310. Descend altitude 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 25 approach. Piper 823 Charlie Hotel.
All right, we are descending, and we are descending down to 3,000. Actually, we are a little bit too high, or low rather. We are being vectored into the airport, and I can't see anything here.
3 Charlie Hotel, contact Orly Tower on 120.5 when established.
Contacting Orly Tower on 120.5 when established, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. All right, gonna put in 11175, which is the ILS. We got the heading here, which is a little bit weird, so I have to kind of manually get me on the right path. It's a very thick cloud cover. We want to be at 252 into the runway. So I have the localizer set down here to nav 2. Need to start to lose some speed. Alright, here we are. We can see the ground. That's good. Orly Tower, this is Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. We are on approach for runway 25. Putting out some flaps.
Piper 823 Charlie Hotel, Orly Tower, roger, continue approach.
Continue approach, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. So we are low for the ILS, but I think I need to be here because otherwise I won't see the airport. Full flaps. Try and trim me a little bit better here.
3 Charlie Hotel, winds 220 at 11, runway 25 cleared to land.
Runway 25 cleared to land, Piper 3 Charlie Hotel. Can't see the airport yet. Yeah, there's the airport. We have the River Seine in front of us that we're going to pass over. As we are landing at the Orly Airport. Now we're actually on the ILS path, so that's good. There we go. I think we are trimmed right. Need to lose a little bit of speed. I'm gonna push my nose up a little bit. Looks good. All right, pretty good landing. Welcome to Orly, France. Let's see where we're going now.
3 Charlie Hotel, welcome to Orly. Contact ground on 121.815.
Switching to ground 121.815 Piper Charlie Hotel. Orly ground Piper Charlie Hotel. Yes, they landed on the runway 25, requesting taxi to general aviation Piper Charlie Hotel. Let's turn off here. Taxi to Apron. Foxtrot overflow gate 30 via Whiskey 34 Whiskey 4 Whiskey 1. Good day. All right, we didn't hear that transmission, but I saw it on the SayIntentions panel. So thank you for joining me on this flight from Italy up to Paris. So let's see what the wife wants, where the wife wants to go next. I'm gonna ask her. All right. Take care and see you next time.